The young man looked at me and he said, "You're gonna have your doctor read this, aren't you?" I knew then my life would change. And the very next day, the phone rang, and it was my doctor giving me the news that I had a brain tumor. And not just any brain tumor, it was a brain tumor located where only 1% of brain tumors are located, and that I would have to have surgery immediately. Me being who I was at the time, totally thought I was in control of my life. I was thinking the other day, I was living my life my way and praying that God would bless it. That's what it was. And hearing that news totally shook me because I was the one who was always in control. I couldn't control that. Late one night, I was lying in bed and I found myself staring at the ceiling and I was losing it. I literally felt like I was losing my mind. And tears began to fall. And I heard God so clearly say, "Surrender, surrender." And I was like, "Surrender? What are you talking about, surrender?" Because I was angry. I didn't want to hear it. I felt like I was a warrior because just all that I had gone through. And I'm like, "Surrender." And he said, I'm ready for you to submit, surrender to my will, my way. I'm ready for you to tap into me. You've been tapping into everything else. You've been tapping into your career. You've been tapping into your family. You've been tapping into everything and putting me at the end. That next morning, I felt free. Free. And I'll never forget getting to the hospital and some friends and my family were there. And I wasn't afraid. I wasn't afraid. Because I had surrendered to God's will, and I knew that it didn't matter what the outcome was. I didn't know what the outcome was going to be. I didn't know. I didn't know if I was going to come out, talking, walking, cognitively intact. I didn't know, but I wasn't afraid. All my life, my mother had told me. I had heard, born again. You couldn't have told me before that experience with God that night that I wasn't truly born again. But I wasn't. I really wasn't, because I hadn't tapped into God. I was tapped into me. I was tapped into my way, my will. So after all of that horrendous experience, what it seemed to be at the time, a horrendous experience, it was indeed a blessing. It was a fresh anointing. It's a wonderful feeling to be resurrected in Jesus. To be resurrected in Jesus. And when you're resurrected in Jesus, you're fully connected to his will. You're connected to his way. And when you are connected to his will, and when you are connected to his way, there is no better place to be. There's no better place to be. It is a freeing feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. It's a liberating feeling. And if you find yourself feeling heavy, it's because you're not in his will. Because walking with Jesus is freeing. And I'm so glad that I got another chance to be resurrected in him